Hi everyone, this is Adriana from the Learning and Development team, and I am here with the gorgeous Macy.
Hi everyone.
Also from the Learning and Development team, you know, we keep it tight as thieves. So we are here today to talk to you about foundation tips and tricks for oily skin. A lot of you guys have been asking for specific application tips by skin type. So that's what we're gonna do here for you today. So Macy, we talk about it every day.
All the time. My
right?
face is so oily, especially in my T-zone.
Yep.
I'm constantly reapplying powder and just complaining about it. My large pores, just like, I look like I'm sweating halfway through the day. So I'm just constantly like dab, dab, dab some powder.
Yeah, totally. No, and that is a total normal, like very common issue with people with oily skin.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about the best ways on how to apply foundation and your complexion makeup products so you don't have to worry about all of that all
I'm
day.
so excited.
So obviously Macy has an amazing head to toe skincare routine that she does every day, which is perfect.
Yep.
The keynote here with skincare, and skincare is key, and that prep before your makeup is really what's going to give you the best lay down, but you really need that skincare to sit and dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. I know a lot of us are so busy in the morning, we want to wash, put our skincare on, go with our makeup and then go, but you really need to let it dry so it doesn't kind of break down and mix in with your makeup.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So the first thing that is essential in an oily skin routine is primers. So we are so excited to be launching right now some great VDL primers. This one is Satin Veil, which is a mattifying primer, and it is perfect for your skin type. What's so great about this is that it's not only going to leave your skin with this like satiny smooth finish, but it really will blur out all but your pores.
Thank goodness.
I know, this is like your miracle product.
My holy grail.
Your holy grail, exactly. But it also has, it's infused with prune water, which is a super hydrating ingredient, which is really important. When you have oily skin, you don't want to just strip it away of all the oils that it naturally has, because then your skin is just going to overproduce the oil and you're going to be even oilier than you already are. So you see, all I do was mix it with my hand. This is really the only step in the routine that I'm going to use, that you would use your hands. Already you can see how that primer just like blurred everything away. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. Look at that.
It feels so great on my skin.
Totally.
Like so soft and smooth.
And all of the oil already has like immediately been mattified. Oh, wow. And it just really, it doesn't look matte like dry matte. It just has a really nice, smooth, satiny veil. It really does live up to its name, Satin Veil. Okay, so next, most important, and what we're gonna do is actually a little trick. So we are gonna do a little translucent pressed powder right in your T-zones. And I know what a lot of you guys are saying is like, wait, you don't put powder on your face before a liquid, so before your foundation. This is actually a tip that you're just gonna really lightly dab a brush, like a big fluffy brush, and just super lightly just put it, super lightly just dust your T-zone with translucent powder. This is going to kind of create a mini layer between your skin and the foundation. So it's going to kind of block that oil as it starts producing throughout the day, so it doesn't immediately break down your makeup.
Wow.
So it's a little bit of a trick. Again, you're going to want just a super light layer, nothing too crazy. Now, foundation. So Cashmere Complexion. We are obsessed, we are loving it, but this is actually a perfect foundation for your skin type. So not only is it super long wearing and a 24-hour coverage, staying power, which is crazy, It is mattifying and a full coverage. So again, when you do have oilier skin, you do want to look for products. Matte is your friend.
Keyword.
Matte is your friend.
Keyword.
Yes. And then also the fact that it has oil absorbing ingredients in it is really going to help your skin throughout the day. So before I actually apply this product, I kind of wanted to do a little demo because as you know, application is key. The technique, so you may have an amazing product, but the technique you use to apply it is really what's gonna make or break. So what I'm gonna do here is take a little bit of the foundation and put it on the back of my hand just so I can play around with it. So what I'm gonna do is take this brush. I mean, this is a blush brush right now, but just, you know, to show it. So, sorry, Macy.
Want me to hold this?
Sure, that's great. So I think most of us, when we're applying foundation, we kind of do this method, this stippling method, which is great for someone with oily skin. You're really pressing it in. But what I want you to notice is as you stipple around, and even if you blend it in, you see all these spots right here?
Wow.
Imagine that is your skin. And I have been, you know, I've done this too. This is your skin. Look at all these areas. So you don't have this like even coverage.
Wow.
So all of these areas here is basically your skin naked, and it has all of the opportunity for all of that oil that you produce a lot to come out and break down all of your makeup. So what I like to do, thank you so much for holding this.
I'm shook right now. This is crazy.
Right?
Because I've been doing it wrong. That's how I do it. I blot it out.
Totally.
And I didn't even realize all these gaps in my face.
That's exactly the
Wow.
word. So what you really want to do the same way is now you want to kind of start and go in a circular motion outward. And you see how now you get that more even coverage. Now everything is covered, right? And then you just kind of take more, you go into your next spot and just go all around your face, but you start from the middle and go outward in a circular motion. So you see the difference. This is really
Crazy.
A full even coverage. And here you have all these spots where again, it's just gonna allow your skin and the oils in your skin to break down the makeup. So that's when you tell me at like noon or 1 o'clock, you're
All
like,
the time.
look at me, I'm so oily, blah, blah. Maybe
That's
you're
why.
doing something like
Yeah,
this,
100%.
right?
Crazy.
So definitely technique is key. I used a brush there, but actually I'm going to use a damp makeup applicator. So you are shade Vanilla. So Macy is a vanilla, and what I'm gonna do is just directly apply the product from the doe foot on her face. Just maybe like that. And again, what's so great is that this doe foot carries just the perfect amount that's gonna give her full coverage. Because it's not about adding more and more product, it's about just doing it in the right way. So just like what I did, I'm gonna take it and go around in circular motions around an area and just keep going. Yeah, thanks for doing that. So again, I'm doing almost like a combo of stippling, but then also in a circular motion, because you really do want to press the makeup into your skin. Do not forget the neck, that is key. But you want to, you know, make sure all the product is pressed into your skin so it gives a nice, almost like natural second skin kind of coverage. There you go.
This feels like a mini massage right now.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a great point. So when you're applying, you don't want to just be soft. You really kind of, have you guys heard of that term, when you get a beat? Like, so when we talk about makeup and a makeup beat, like you're literally almost, I mean, I don't want to say beating the skin, but like you are really pressing the makeup into the skin, because you don't want it to just sit on top of your skin, but you really want it to be pressed into your skin, so it almost becomes one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or a mini massage. A beat or a mini massage. That's a way better way to describe it. There you go. Okay.
I know, I have so many baby hairs.
So cute. People like that. People
Love their baby.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right. So you have a nice, see how it's not, so her foundation now is not just like sitting on top of her face. That's the importance of not only needing to just use the right amount. So it's not about more is more. It's about getting a nice, natural looking, just light layer of makeup, and then also using a damp beauty blender. That's a damp makeup applicator. That's super important because that's going to kind of give you a little bit more of a natural finish.
Okay.
Instead of just makeup looking like makeup.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so now we want to lock this all in. So what we are going to do is go in. So this is our True Color Mattifying Powder, and actually this is in neutral. I know this is the shade you use. And so instead of using a brush for this piece of the routine, what we're gonna do, and again, I always dab the product out because you don't want all of that excess powder just to be flying around and sitting on top of your skin.
Okay.
You really want it to be natural and just kind of like being pressed into your skin. Okay. So here, again, if you notice, I'm pressing the powder in. I'm not using a powder that's just gonna kind of like, or I mean a brush that's just gonna kind of leave it sitting on top of the face. But I really want, especially when you have oily skin, I want to lock everything in and make sure that it just creates this layer that is gonna help absorb the oil and kind of lock in that makeup throughout the day.
Okay.
And if you notice, I am not applying it everywhere as well. And you know, if you tend to have even more oily skin, sure, go ahead, put it everywhere. But I like to kind of keep it more in the T-zone where you know you are creating a lot more oils throughout the day. So then you don't look like you're overly, almost like that cake face that we all don't want.
No.
So there's that. Super simple. That's all kind of you really need to have, and that's really going to give you a flawless, almost like nice even coverage without looking super dry or that extreme matte look.
Yeah, I know that that's my biggest issue with some matte foundations is that I feel like it looks cakey, but I also have never dampened my beauty blender before, so all these tips are like so helpful for me.
Yeah, awesome. And so 2 more steps. One is when you have oily skin, or any, but especially with oily skin, you want to do everything you can to really lock in that makeup throughout the day, because the oils that you will naturally produce are going to start breaking it down. So a makeup setting spray is another one of your best friends. Okay. So it's super easy. After you put on your powder, after you put, you know, everything on, you just close your eyes.
Okay. I'm like looking at you. Yeah. You're like, no.
Okay. So all you have to do, so take a few breaths, and it's going to feel a little bit, you know, damp. It is a spray, but once it dries down, it's really going to set your makeup. That is the point of it, is to set it without, you know, making it super drying. So yes, at the first, and that is a really normal reaction. I think most of us, when we first use a makeup, you're like, oh, I just sprayed myself with water. But it's really going to do what it says it does and like lock everything in. Yeah. So the last step here, I just want to warm your face up a little bit, is a blush. So a blush, here, what I'm using on you is specifically a powder blush. Obviously, blushes come in creams and cushions, but for someone with oily skin, powders, again, is another one of your friends, and you definitely want to use a powder blush, because that is going to help you throughout the day kind of like maintain that overall just balanced look. So what we are using on you right now today is Matte About Mauve. This is just gonna kind of warm your face, but still kind of maintain. And you know what's nice is right after you applied that the spray, even though you're still a tiny bit wet, by applying the blush right on top, this actually will kind of lock in as that spray locks down.
Okay.
And then it'll keep it there throughout the day. There you go. Love that. You look great. Okay, well, thank you. Of course. So thanks everyone for joining us. Hope those tips for foundation application for oily skin types helped. Let us know if you guys have any questions. We'll definitely make sure to get back to you and answer you on all of that. And we will see you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.